Blackstone presents The Eternal Warrior by Ari Marmell. This book is read by Michael Braun. Prelude. If he lived for 1,000 years, Colton would never get the sting of gasoline out of his nose. It permeated his world, baked into everything by the crushing heat. The cracked stone and brick of the buildings, the concrete of the streets, the packed dirt of the roads, the fabric, the Kevlar and ceramic inserts, even the pungent rubber of the tires, the gunpowder, the blood. What the fuck am I doing here? In Degar province, a trio of U.S. Army Humvees tore through the byways of a suburb, practically a village in its own right, on the edge of Nasiriyah. Private First Class Colton Beltran, unaware just how tightly his gloved hands grasped and twisted the stock of his M4, and deaf even to the roaring engine over the chatter of his own thoughts, jostled with every dip in the road, until his teeth nearly ground themselves to powder. Tonight was far from his first hostile engagement. More experienced soldiers assured him it got easier. Of course, they'd assured him of that after the first one, too, and so far nerves still told him otherwise every damn time he... Sudden pain in his left arm, between the armored segments, made him jump. A quick glance revealed Private Kolowitz's bright eyes, round with alarm, gleaming from beneath his helmet. Colton realized what he'd felt was the sharp jab of an elbow. Before he could question why, though, a deep-voiced question sounded from the seat in front of him. "Something you want to ask, Private?" Colton cringed at Nash's voice. His commanding officer reminded everyone, so completely of the sergeant from Aliens that Colton once accidentally called him Apone during the first month of his tour. It was a mistake he'd learned not to repeat, even though Nash had admitted with a faint grin that Colton wasn't the first to make it. Admitted after the 50 extra push-ups and half a dozen extra laps. "Sorry, Sarge, I'm not sure." Then and only then did Colton realize that just maybe he'd muttered his question aloud. "Well, shit. That is, just wondering what we're doing here, sir. Pretty sure I saw you at the brief."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?